Welcome back to New Traddery, y'all. Today, Jenna Welberg and Jesse Thorne are leaving home, but they're not going far. About an hour north of town, we'll find Traddery University. We're going to get them set up in student housing real quick and then spend the rest of our time exploring student life in an active campus setting. No rabbit holes. You'll see they've got options for going to lectures, doing research, taking meals, and developing their skills. So, hold on to your pom-poms, baby. We're headed to TU. TU was founded 120 years ago by William Key and Jane Traddery. Let's start our visit in a treasured area of the original campus still in use, the Jane Best Traditional School. It started out as a women's college and the classes were focused on childcare and home economics, but it was modernized decades ago and now it welcomes anyone studying education, arts and design, and healthcare. Jane Best's main building features a dining hall, a small library, 3 lecture rooms courtesy of the Opportunity Pack, and a few art studios. Students can enjoy archery outdoors, grab a sandwich from the snack stand, and still retreat to their own space for quiet study or relaxation. Apartment-style housing is available for up to 8 students, but Jenna may find that hers needs a little more modernization to feel like home. If you're familiar with my Tumblr, you might recognize this space. This dorm used to belong to Stephen Wood, and the lady who's now his wife, Margaret, lived right upstairs, and she would sneak down to his dorm every night. So this was essentially their first place together. And it just so happens that Margaret's brother, Toby, is Jenna's dad. And Stephen's first cousin, Elizabeth, is Jenna's mom, which makes the previous user of this dorm the current resident's uncle and second cousin. Welcome to the South. We are never beating the allegations. But the point of all that is that I'm doing this deco operating under the assumption that she would have been given all of these things for college from her family who was familiar with the space. Like, they don't have a lot of money to give her to send her off to school, but they do have stuff, old stuff that's been passed down. And she's going to keep some of it, she's going to sell some of it, she's going to feel guilty about getting rid of some of it, so she'll just keep it in boxes or chests, what have you. So it still has a presence there. The presence isn't always shiny and pretty. And you'll notice I added a little kitchenette in there. That's not by accident. I'm treating it like the university's modernization project, helping the students feel a little more self-sufficient. So we'll let Jenna wind down from her first day here at Jane Best, and we'll head over to Carrie Schenkel Hall where we'll check on Jesse and see what he needs to get settled in. Carrie Schenkel Hall was built about 50 years ago, and the upstairs interior is going to make that very obvious. And if Jesse looks out of place, he probably feels out of place too. Jesse's maternal grandmother was violently unalived, and his paternal grandfather was the man that unalived her. So Jesse's generation was very sheltered, and you'll see that even now he still has trouble making some connections. He's a family sim, so that could prove making his aspirations a little bit difficult to achieve. And it's probably a good time to start talking about how Traddery University is kind of a private religious school. It's based on aspirationalism, which is the religion of New Traddery. I'll cover all of it in another video, but what you need to know for now is that family sims are considered the top of the pecking order. In other words, Traddery University is a ring by spring campus. Everybody is there to get their MR or MRS degree. And family sims are supposed to be leading that effort, so Jesse's under a lot of pressure to find someone, a wife or a husband, depending on his preference, that he can settle down with when school is done. Jesse's family isn't as old as Jenna's, so most of his stuff is going to be a little newer. And you see these plumb bobs everywhere? Plumb bobs are the symbol of aspirationalist faith, and Jesse here fancies himself to be a pious man. So he goes to bed early while everybody else in his dorm, including that pretty blonde girl he met earlier, stays up to party. And he's up early to head to chapel, conveniently located on the first floor of the hall. Thanks to the opportunity pack, it does count towards his grade. Looks like he's the only one attending. He'll go to his in-person classes here at the Student Growth Center. The Plumb Bob of Praise is available on Mod The Sims. Jesse's gonna give it a little interaction to boost his mood before he starts on his research project. And he won't be studying alone, so we're off to a good start. Let's go to our first actual lecture of the day. As the first class is wrapping up, the food court is starting to come alive with other students, including a few we see from Jesse's dorm. Get out here, buddy, get some food and make some friends. Hey, we know her, she's from your dorm. She seems really nice. You've got something in common, don't blow it. Jesse? Jesse! Alright, that's just one strike. Clean up after yourself and go to class. I think there's another girl in that class right now. Maybe get up, go sit next to her. Oh, Jesse. You know, maybe you need to be around Sims that take self-improvement a little bit more seriously. Why don't we go over to the gym and see who you can meet there? Wellness products, a smoothie bar, and all the fitness equipment that you can think about using later. Gold and Above Gym is the place where you can really meet your needs. Really meet your goals. Really meet your cousin. Jesse, that's your cousin. But I guess he's just happy to see a familiar face. And sometimes you need encouragement from somebody that you trust in order to pick up and keep going when things feel a little rough. And nothing is more relatable than having a rough day. Jesse's put in the work. I think it's time for him to head back to his dorm. Jesse missed dinner service, but he doesn't have to go hungry. There's a waffle maker and a crock pot in the hall that he can use to make something for himself to eat. I'm sure he'd love to talk to this girl again, but she looks like she's busy. His dorm mates seem to know how to have a good time, but I don't think Jesse's quite figured it out yet himself. Going to bed after a busy day is a privilege known to far too few. And with that, we say goodbye to Traddery University and New Traddery as well. Thank you so much for coming by, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time, we're going to take a look at aspirationalism, which is the religious system of New Traddery, and visit some of their churches. I think you'll have a good time with it. So please like this video and subscribe to see the next round. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.